And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll test the right side. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about...
And the pass, it's picked off! And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Wasting no time taking a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The handoff to Johnson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Makes his connection. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting into midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive, the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for it all. And that pass is caught at the 25. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It They put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Looking to pass on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? Just a fraction away from housing that one. He's out of bounds at the 5. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He's looking to throw it. He's going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He's going for it all. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Shakes off the defender. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. At the 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll start this drive with an end around. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating...
Open runway ahead. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. Coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quick toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back to throw, it's Warren. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
And the defense to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Now the toss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The option look. Now the pitch. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's McNamara. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll call his own number. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Touchdown, Iowa! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Warren. A strike downfield. Touchdown Wolverines! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. He's looking, and it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock, hit stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the option. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Tackled immediately after the catch. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's McNamara. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Wolverines are on the move.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll pitch it. Nifty little dance step. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got loose, it was all over. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Running through contact. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now on second down after the short completion. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Turns it loose. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Quick tempo here for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Open space at the 25. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting aggressive here and going for two. On the option. Bounced off his feet.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on a two-point attempt, they tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Bust through behind his pad.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he makes the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The receiver on the jet sweep. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. It's reverse. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now on 2nd down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Warren. It's complete on the right side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. The throw. He's got it. And they fight them to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be